Happy Saturday! Girl! Girl! Was Love After Lockup given last night or was it given last night, sir? Was it given or was it given? Got my water. I cannot wait to get into this. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Saturday. I am because I'm here talking to you guys about Love After Lockup, our favorite show. So let's just begin. Before we begin, actually, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this video for more content just like this. I come every week on time, but better late than never. Because I'm just a little bit late on this one because it came on last night. But let's just get into it. Let's get into Love After Lockup. Oh my gosh. Rachel and Doug, honey. Rachel and Doug. Dougie is the cutest, but Dougie got a mouth on him. Dougie got a mouth on him. Dougie wastes no time getting into his father's ass about his 10 ex-girlfriends. Chow. He asked him how many times did he drop the soap in prison. I was like, what? Where does he get this stuff from? He got a mouth on him. He's been through some things. You can just tell by his attitude that he's been through some things, maybe with his mother or something like that, because he got a mouth. And I didn't notice that before, but I was just like, when he asked him how many times he dropped the soap in prison, I was like, oh, no, ma'am. We're going to have to draw some lines of respect, some boundaries or something, because I don't think I could have my kid talking to me like that. Whether I had been to prison or not, I don't think you can't really talk to me like that. That's just, mm-mm. I think at dinner he was being a little bit playful, but he was talking back a little bit, and I don't know if I was really here for it. I don't know if I was really here for it at all. And then at the end of the scene at dinner, when he called him a filthy womanizer, I was just like, first of all, who still uses the word womanizer? I don't know. The people I hang out with, we don't really use that word. I mean, I feel like if you want to say something or call somebody a womanizer, you call them like a man whore or like a playa. Playa's kind of old, but a filthy womanizer. It's like at his age, his vocab is hilarious, but it's a little disrespectful in my opinion. Very disrespectful, actually, now I think about it. So, and I don't think Doug is really here for it. So I'm kind of curious to see how his parental role is going to take place or how it's going to play out. But here's my thing. I do think that as much as he's missed in his son's life, it's kind of hard to just come in and be like aggressive parenting. Because I feel like even for me, I'd probably be like, what? Like, you've been gone how long? I don't really even know you like that. Like, so I don't even know if I can really obey you because, to be honest with you, I don't know you enough to even really respect you that much. But that's just me. We got some things to work on in this situation. Rachel, I don't know what to say about Rachel. I think this actually could work out, to be honest with you. But Rachel, she wasn't given a whole lot. She wasn't saying a whole lot. I just hope that, because I'm seeing some little glimmers of aggressiveness with her too. I noticed when he was like, she was making something. What was she making? She was making him something to eat, and he was asking, "Oh, it's going to be like this, it's going to be like this," and she was like, "Oh, well, I'm making it, so it's going to be like this." So I was like, "Okay, I like that you're not bound down to nobody, but I hope you keep that same energy." That's the kind of energy that he needs because I feel like if you be submissive to him, girl, he gonna turn controlling real quick. So I'm just gonna move right on because, oh, girl, Deontay and Nicole. Deontay, I'm just going to tell you this. If you don't realize that you're being used and played right now, I don't feel like you're ever going to realize it because it is blatantly in your face that you are being used. You are being so used. I feel like in prison, she never gave off this energy of, well, I'm uncomfortable having sex. I don't want to have sex. I feel like this is brand new. I don't feel like she gave off this energy in prison, to be honest with you, because he seems to be like very brand new to this situation. The gifts, the teddy bears, the date night, the wine, it was all cute, but she went into it acting like he was supposed to know he wasn't getting none. And here's my thing. I don't think she owes him some, but I do think you owe him some honesty because you don't like him like that. You don't like him like that. You're not into him like that, period. I think you're using him. And she coming in saying, oh, he got me all this stuff. It makes you really feel like I made the right decision to use him. Don't talk about the right decision because you don't want to be with him like that, period. So here we go with this lingerie. You mean to tell me when you put lingerie, you don't know what's about to go down? or what's expected. He'll say you can look but you can't touch. Girl, if he can throw out money and gifts and he can look but he can't touch, he might as well go on out to the strip club because you can pay out money to them strippers and look and don't touch. So why does he do that with you? This girl really think I think she's okay looking. Again, I'm not trying to read, but I don't think she's that cute to be carrying on like she's carrying on. She carry on like she's like Beyonce or something. Like, oh, you can look, but you can't touch. Buy me gifts. Buy me this. And here's the thing: she set this up so perfectly. She put that lingerie on, and she was like, ugh, I don't even feel comfortable in this lingerie because my boobs are so small. And we go from that to him agreeing to get her a boob job. I said, no, she did not. No, she did not. She set that up so perfectly. I don't even think I could be that smooth. She was so smooth that I had to turn around and I was like, what did I miss? Even I got caught off guard. I was like, wait, how did she just work that in? Child, she worked it in somehow. Mm-mm-mm. And she gonna say, I don't feel comfortable having sex with him. He don't even know my favorite color. Do you know his? You probably don't know his either. It's fine. Girl, favorite color got nothing to do with it. It's just, mm-mm. And here we go with this hair salon scene. And she admits that well, it wasn't slept, but she had sex with some girl in prison a week before she got out. To be honest, I don't even care about that. That was stupid tea to me. Like, we assume that much. I think even Deontay assumes that much. But it's just the fact that you acting like you don't like to have sex or you're uncomfortable with sex, but then you're admitting that you've had sex just a week ago. So it's just, girl, make it make sense to us. It ain't making no sense. It ain't gonna make sense because you're just stupid. I don't like her. I do not like her. I don't see it for her. I'm annoyed by her. I don't even want her on my fucking screen. She just annoys the shit out of me. She gives me Destiny from last season. Sean and Destiny, that's what she gives. She gives me Destiny. Just, you think you're so cute. You think you got it all. And she, like I said, she looks okay, but for what she's given way too much for what she's bringing. How about that? I'm over it. You and some other girl, Tia, allegedly she's your ex. You broke up with her because you thought she cheated on you. Girl, she's in the free world and you were in prison. She probably is. Like, she probably like dudes. And then she called her right before he walked in. She called her. You are so disrespectful. He's buying you dresses, hairdos, probably mani pedis, and you are just being so disrespectful. I can't with you. I'm done with you. I don't like you, period. I said it. I'm not taking it back. Anyway, what's this girl name? Is her name Courtney? I think her name Courtney. Courtney, sorry. Ooh, I have my paper all in your face. Courtney and Josh. They really wasn't given a whole lot except the fact that he apparently wrote a disrespectful ass letter to his mom. I thought he said his mom, but then it turned out to be his grandmother who raised him, I think. So I really want to know what the letter said. Because she teared up at some point about the letter. He wrote some disrespectful ass letter to her while he was in prison. This is the thing. This is what people do when they're in prison. They got too much time on their hands. They write nice letters, begging letters, kissing ass letters, and disrespectful letters. Apparently, he wrote a disrespectful ass letter to her, and he wants to make up for it and apologize. So he kind of apologized on the phone, but then they went to see her, and they sat out on the porch. Okay, honey, the veranda, the porch. I want a house with a porch like that. It was giving me very much country, not barn, country, farm. What's that lady's name from HGTV? Diana Gaines. Is it Diana Gaines? Or Joanna Gaines? Joanna, it ain't Diana. It's Joanna Gaines. That's what that house is giving me. So cute. This was the sweetest old lady. And I'm trying to figure out, how did you write a disrespectful letter to this lady? Like, she's so sweet. I liked her. But I'm glad they made up. It really wasn't a whole lot to be taken from it. She didn't even go into what the letter said, which is what I wanted to know. I was like, what did the letter say? But anyway, they pretty much just made up. They were talking about a wedding and yada yada yada. Like, I don't even think y'all need to have another wedding. Y'all already had a proxy wedding, which I thought was weird. I never heard of that, but it sounded like a new career opportunity to me. Just saying, I'm always about a coin and I'm always trying to hustle. So if I can be a proxy for somebody and stand in the gap, I will do so if it's paying coin. Okay. Anywho, I don't. Here's the thing. When these people got out of prison, they act like they got a whole like stacks of money. Like, oh, we need to have another wedding. No, you don't. You need to find a job. You need to find a job. That's all I want you to do is find a job. We already got a proxy wedding handled. I don't need another wedding. I don't need another ring. She probably bought the first ring anyway, and she's probably gonna pay for this additional wedding. Y'all don't need another one. You need to find you a job, sir. Period. You done made her lose hers. So she's unemployed from what I know. You're unemployed. You need to find a job. Forget about the wedding. You need a job. Period. Moving on to Anissa and Jeff. Now, Anissa, I didn't think he was going to show up, but he showed up, honey. He showed up. So she went to pick up Jeff, and Jeff is a mess. The way she was talking about how young he was and him standing her up, I thought he was going to be hotter than that. He didn't need to stand nobody up. Period. He's a mess. She looks better than he does. I think she could do better personally. The teeth situation, and then he gonna say, "Oh, like she gave me about $50,000 over the last 10 years, and I use it all on drugs." And I'm thinking in my head, no shade, but we can tell. You didn't even have to tell us that. We can tell that you use it on nothing good. You use it on drugs, and I feel like she can do better. And that is just period. I'm sorry, Anissa. It was not given what I thought it was gonna give. That car ride was hella awkward. I don't think you should have brought your friend because number one, he's a male, and of course, Jeff thought the worst, which was he's probably thinking he likes you. I think he likes you. It's giving me very much Angela and Tony from last season. I told y'all that everything about her situation is Angela and Tony, from the getting stood up to him being younger to her living in a trailer and smoking cigarettes. Everything gave me Angela and Tony from last season. Ooh, child, the knockoff. It's okay though, because y'all interesting and I can't wait to see how this plays out. Because I saw some previews of some fights, physical fights. Child, I cannot wait. This was a whole mess. So they took him to the halfway house, and that's pretty much where it ended. It wasn't a whole lot to take from it, but it was just, he was a mess. That's all I gotta say about him, was he was just such a mess. But y'all know I saved the best for last. Stan and Lisa, y'all are a bigger mess. She's still not affectionate, so, I cannot. They're so awkward. I just cannot do it. He wants absolutely nothing to do with her friends, her family, not even her kids. And I'm just going to say this right now because it needs to be said. He's fucking creepy. He is a creep. I don't like him. He's a creep. He's weird. He's controlling as well. And I'm going to tell y'all something. When it comes to these sugar daddies, sugar mama situations, y'all got to be careful, because I ain't gonna say too much. I'll do a story time about it maybe one day. But the sugar daddy, sugar baby, that whole scene, that whole world is so toxic. And this just displays it on Front Street. It is so toxic. And I'm gonna tell y'all some personal tea later on in a story time about my experience in that world. But I'm gonna just say this real quick. It is toxic. Don't get into it. It seems like it's amazing. It seems like it'll be like a win-win. It ain't a win-win. It's toxic, period. They are toxic. So he wants to build her a whole new life. But here's the issue. The life he wants for her and him, he wants his family, his kids, nothing to change. But he wants to basically drag her away from hers and never speak to them ever again. And I don't think that's right. Like, just because you got allegedly $2 million, and I don't really believe you do. But anywho, you say you do. That don't give you the right to just like basically want her or expect her to disown her whole family. And here's the thing. He makes her sound like she's so amazing and such an angel because he downs everybody else in her life. Her son, he ain't a grown man because he don't take care of his business. Her family because they're criminals. And I'm like, is she not a criminal? Like, he called her family like basically like a group of criminals. I'm just like, she's part of the family. She's also a criminal. Did you not just pick her up from a criminal institution? Oh my gosh. He wants her to leave the past behind. That's what he said in his own words. Leave the past behind. Your kids are not your past. Your kids are your past, present, and future, okay? You can never ignore the fact that you have kids. There's never going to be a time for her to ignore the fact that she has kids. I didn't know she had kids till last episode. But since she does have them, I do feel like she owes them to build a relationship because she's missed out on so much. I'm glad that she's talking to her son. And then here's the thing. I actually like her now because again, this girl is no punk, okay? She was giving him the business, basically saying, look, if it's my son or you, it's my son, period. And I like that. But this is where he would have got slapped. He would have got slapped because he told her, He's a grown man, yada, 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 yada. And she said, okay, but you know you would be acting differently if these were your kids. And he said, no, because I raised my kids right. You didn't. Ooh, ooh, child. Took me out. Couldn't have been me. Child. I would have went right back to jail that night. Right back to jail. Because it would have been on and popping. I said, no, he didn't. Girl, please, please leave. And she did. She did leave. And he was just acting hella creepy. I don't know about him. He's creepy. I don't like, he's one of those people that like thinks he can do and say anything because he got money or he says he has money. Again, that's debatable because I ain't seen no signs of it. Just saying. I'm just saying I haven't. But I don't. I'm glad she left, but we can see later on in the season that she's gonna come back because they got some more scenes coming up and they're together again. But I hope she keeps her foot on his neck and don't let him disrespect you because he says he has $2 million. I think this is gonna be one of those what is his name from last season? Her name was her daughter's name was Miley Grace. What was her name? I forget him. It's the one where the guy I said the last one, the guy with the lip. He said he had a business and so much money, and she went through all his shit and found out he had probably not even half of what he said he had. I think this is going to be one of those same situations where um, he's embellishing what he has. And here's the thing. They're both using each other, and I don't see nothing wrong with it. I think that there needs to be a conversation that needs to be had, though. I think that he needs to admit that he's using her for her body and her sex, probably, and she's using him for his coins, probably. I think that if we can get on the same page and have this discussion and just call a thing, we'll be fine. Just say what it is, and then y'all can actually act out what it is. Y'all can do the do. You can give her money, and she can go to her son and live her life. Stop trying to control her. But it's just like the first night he wanted to just get down to it. He pouring wine, trying to kiss on her, and it was just so cringy because she didn't want no parts of it. It was so disgusted. I was disgusted. I don't like him at all. I think he's just a creep. But I don't think he's going to work because she needs his money. Anyway, so it don't matter. It don't even matter. So, y'all, this is going to be an interesting season. I'm so excited for it. It's just, they really bring in the shits every single week, and this is going to be such a hot mess. Then we got not the new people, we got the old people coming back in September. They always bring it. So, I'll be watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this video. I will see y'all later. Deuces!